Stade de France is the largest stadium in France and the stadium where the French national team plays its most important home matches. Stade de France got built to serve as the centerpiece of the 1998 World Cup. At that time, no stadium in France had a capacity of over 45,000 and the tournament needed a 70,000 plus stadium. Construction of the stadium began in 1995 and after 31 months, on the 28th of January 1998, it officially opened with a friendly match between the national teams of France and Spain. Zinedine Zidane scored the first and only goal of the match. Stade de France offers guided stadium tours that include visits to the Presidential Lodge, changing rooms, players' tunnel, and a museum that is dedicated to the construction of the stadium and the events that have been held over the years. The tour lasts about 60 minutes and a further 30 minutes can be spent at the museum. The opening of the Stade de France in 1998 certainly made the third largest urban area in Île-de-France the center of attention. Denis has a dynamic attitude and looks to the future, but also has attended to its heritage as demonstrated by the superb Museum of Art and History.
Stade de France has a very big impact of Saint-Denis because behind Stade de France the town was not very known. When Stade de France came, it's the first Stade de France in France, of course, and in 1998 France won the World Cup. So it was incredible for Saint-Denis, and there is many people in this place to celebrate the French victory. And it was incredible. It was the fiesta, the gala, the show, and the atmosphere was very incredible. So, and the people here think that maybe all the people can visit their town. So there is a changement in this. It was a changement also, an economic impact, because many French firms come here because there was a stade and there was a big place they can rent, they can buy free, because in Paris you can't buy now, there is no place to buy and to build a building.
My name is Joachim Romain, and I'm an artist. I'm working a lot in the street, as you can see. I'm working about the portrait. So I found out the portrait through the street, the poster on the street, the commercial. So actually I'm like scratching them everywhere I go in the world, and to find out through the layers some different portraits, mixing with the scratching papers and letters from other commercials, etc. Then I take pictures. And when I took the picture, I print it back and through a big poster, and I passed it in the street, in the wall. And after that, I'm starting painting on it. So it's like I will kind of human view and walk. But actually, I'm doing this to 4, 5, 6 countries like Istanbul, Spain, well, France definitely, Belgium. I did it also in Sri Lanka. I mean, me, I love used things, you know, when it's used. So here I'm trying to make like a life wall circle process. So for actually a wall, you have poster like commercial, concert, live music, etc. So I will say that starting this, the wall is open. And after you have people who's going to paint on it and glue again some wall and paint again and glue again, and you have the weather and all of this who's coming to the wall and make it use it. And me, I'm trying to represent again these used things. Me, I'm a big fan of use life, you know, because when something is used, for example, the color is going to change, like I will say the yellow is coming like an orange, etc., because of the time who's going through it. So that's I'm trying to find out. And here I'm making this true portrait of human people.
Now, what are you doing for the Euro 2016?
Here for the Euro, I'm working through a big wall with different portraits, as you can see. And to me, it represents people who could be anyone's coming through the stade for the football match, game, and coming back and trying to represent all kind of people who are going to see this game. So I'm not looking especially for a color or whatever, but I'm trying to represent them in a large view. And also people who's living here, it's important to represent them because we are in Sandy. So I'm trying to make a mix about Sandy and people who's going through the game, looking at the game.
Okay. So how much time does it take to complete one project like this?
Okay, actually me it's taking more like 3 days because you have to pass all the posters, so it's taking time also to dry. You have to make a layer. Like here I made a black one. Then after you start working on it. I will say that me I'm like a multi-art artist. So I'm doing street art also because it's very nice and it's big. I mean, I don't have this big in my studio and painting, canvas, etc. So this is, to me, it's kind of mix about street art and also photography and different art scenes. Yeah.
Okay, now a wall like this, an artist is usually very close to his, the product that he's done.
Yeah.
And, leaving it on the street, do you feel that there's a chance that, people could damage it or do something on top of it?
Okay. I will say that, yeah, definitely people can damage a wall, but also the weather will damage it. After it's my work to fix it the most I can for him to stay the most longer I can be. And I will say that that doesn't matter too much to me because me, this is was used, and I destroy it to make it used. So if the weather and people use it a bit, it's good because it will make it live and go through a life circle and he making his own life,
How does it help artists like you, events like these? How does it help artists like you?
First, when you do street art like that, you do this with in legal way. So that's quite cool, first. It's an order. So order, I will say you make some money first. And actually that's kind of thing also that you need to live as an artist. Because as an artist, it's something, and I guess it's worldwide, you don't have any help from anyone. If you don't have a job, you don't get money, or if your job stops, you don't get money, if you're sick, you don't get money, if you go on holiday, nobody is paying you. So this kind of event also help us to make money and to win some money to help us painting and buy some paint, wall, etc. So yeah, definitely help, kind of helping for artists like me, yeah.
Having a legendary stadium like this, how does it make you feel?
Me, I'm quite happy because it's making people coming to the city, making worldwide connection, make people know about the city. Some people will take these pictures of it, so maybe take my name also, so they will know me. They will know the city, the country, etc. And make like how it is, how people work here, how the artists work in Sunday through an event like this. So it's quite interesting to have this.
Saved from destruction in 1972 by the municipality of Saint Denis, Buildings of the former Carmel home since 1981 is the Museum of Art and History. The originality of renovations and museum development lies in a harmonious balance between the presentation of collections and a scrupulous respect of the original architecture of the building. Everything has been done to preserve the spirituality of the place, the cloister, staked tombstones, religious, austere cells, and especially mystical sentences that accompany the visitor throughout his career. This quality home and collection presentation was awarded the European Prize of the Year 1982. Museum Exceptional Distinction awarded by the jury of UNESCO, facing 42 other European candidates, believing that this museum was one of the largest to be created since the Second World War. The Cité du Cinéma is a film studio complex supported by the film director and producer Luc Besson. The studio complex is intended to be a competitor of Cinecittà in Rome, Pinewood in London, and Babelsberg in Berlin. It was inaugurated in 21st September 2012. In the 1990s, during the filming of Lyon, Luc Besson marked this place abandoned and immediately thought of its transformation into a major center of film production in Europe. Indeed, France is the first film producer, but unfortunately until now had no place to rival other European studios. This unique complex provides as Pinewood or Cinecittà to create movies from A to Z. This project combines rehabilitation, new construction and technical installation uncommon. All the know-how have been mobilized to create one of the best technical innovations. The vast nave of glass and 220 meters long steel serves 20,000 meters square of offices with headquarters, Europa Corp, film production, the Superior School Louis Lumiere, the School of the City or 9 Trays shooting. Each of these plates meet extreme technical constraints such as sound insulation and anti-vibration pavement. Faithful to the original building, the Cité du Cinéma retains as industrial soul that blends art, deco and modernism. The Eiffel frame, the choice of materials and the development of certain historical elements of the old central contribute to the identity of the new building.
This is the first time I've seen the UEFA logo
Yes.
actually tampered with.
Yes, yeah, this is a local artist named Marco 93 who did this and UEFA say, yes, you can do that. So it's an interesting walk with UEFA Euro 2016, and imagine like a balloon with, like in the church, you have got bright stained glass windows. So it's like this in the church. So he did a link between the church and the balloon and UEFA Euro 2016. The Basilica of Saint-Denis is the final resting place of the French kings and queens. And you have got 70 tombs, sculpted tombs, with the face of the king and the queens, and it's very interesting to see it. You can see also the Gothic facade, which is built in the 12th century, and it's just restored. He has just restored it last year. So it's a very, very good place to see it. Look, the star.
Yeah.
This is a red star, and this is the symbol of Saint-Denis.
Saint-Denis. Okay.
So there is a symbol of Saint-Denis red star with a French chicken. We did some poster for the local people to understand what will arrive in the stadium during this summer, because all the people can't buy a ticket to see the match because it's too expensive for the people who live here. So we organize many games in the street of Saint-Denis for children and for adults to understand what is street football, what is Euro, and because we want that local people participate to the big show, not inside the stadium but outside the stadium. It's the reason why we organize many exhibitions, many animation, and of course the fan zone also.
The mascot for UEFA is something else.
Ah yes, you're right. Yes, because we think that we have got our own identity, and we prefer to do another thing because UEFA and the Saint-Denis is completely different, so we not have the same spirit. So we prefer to do our own identity. This is a local product shop made only at Saint-Denis. They are inspired by the Basilica, and you have got also many things who come from, you see the archaeological area zone in the museum, and so they found little glasses, so they produce glasses from the archaeologist period. There is many artist people who lived here, like 200 artists who lived here, and they are creators here. There is many cultural fabric, because there is big apartments, big place where the artists can live, they can create, because in Paris they can't create because it's little house. So they come here to create, and so there is cultural fabric, and there is many artists who live there and create every day, like street artists, but also plasticians, make products, they're making local products. So it's very alive.